Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum. This is Masood Bilal and you're watching CGH Tutors. In this tutorial I will talk about many things. One thing I will talk about the how you can find high-res images in Google or whatever search engine you are using, and the next part will be editing those images in Photoshop. And I will say about the editing, if you are going for editing and if you are doing general editing, like you want to change the background and put that object or person into another background, then you have to keep something in mind that for changing the background, your background must be in the same version in order to getting the good results. But in this tutorial I will not tell you that how you can find only backgrounds that are already matching to your foreground, while I will tell you that how you can match background and foreground by differentiating different colors and by putting some effects and changing the colors to both images to match and look as much as they can. So without wasting much more time, let's jump into the tutorial. First of all, open Photoshop, and then I will go to Google and find some image. For the sake of this tutorial and photoshopping, oh my god, I just clicked on Google and Google is giving me Katrina Kaif, so I will click on Katrina Kaif. Then I will tell you that how you can find high quality images of any object if Google are having any high quality images of that person or object or product, whatever you are looking for. Then you must go to images first. After typing the name of that object or person, then go to tools, then click on size and go to larger. Then right now it's random, it's any size, so I will say specific to 4 MB. So right now it is giving me the only higher resolution result, which is almost around 4 megapixel. So I found this picture quite cute, so I'm gonna open this up, maybe this or this. I think this is her natural looking and this is some flipped version, so I must say I will go with this. Open this image if it will allow you to open in high res, otherwise copy this image and go to Photoshop, create new file, click on new, OK, and then paste it. So this image is quite large resolution, it's 4 mega pixel, 4 MP, 4 megapixel, MP is 4 megapixel. And then we will find another 4 MP background, landscape. So now it will give us results related to landscape. I will try to find quite good looking landscape, not artificial looking like most of these landscapes looks like artificial, because everybody knows that in real life and in practical view, when you read there and see these things, it does not give you that feel that you see in the pictures. The pictures are mostly treated and they are mostly photoshopped and filtered version. So right now I'm looking quite natural background, otherwise it will give me some weird feel that it's not accurate and correct. For example, we open this background or maybe this one, or we can go for oh my god, it seems to me that we are lacking in finding the background. So let's see, I chose this background. It is a kind of natural background, it looks natural to me in some form. It's not 100% natural, but it's quite near, so I'm gonna paste this Okay, this background is a very smaller version, then I need to download the high resolution version. I don't know guys, you can find any background and it's depend on the website and is it downloaded or not. It's not downloaded yet, and why it's not downloaded yet, that is the strange thing. Maybe even this time is not downloaded. So let's copy this and go to Photoshop and paste that background that we already pasted. So I'm gonna paste another layer in, then I will move Katrina Kaif to upper layer, and now we will start editing. So I will give you an idea starting selection and making selection of her, and then I will pause the tutorial and I will take you to the final selection. I'm not gonna waste my time to showing you that how you can select. So it is selected roughly. I'm gonna mask this out, and then I'm gonna right click on this mask and refine mask option. Then I will start clicking on remaining hair. So after releasing mouse click, it will give us the all remaining hair, and that's what I am hoping. Let's see what it actually gives us, what we actually got in real. I am hoping we will have as much hairs as we can do. I think I was right. So I just click the bottom layer and press Ctrl T, so it will allow me to transform and scale up the whole image into next level. And then because it should be in more blurry version, so I'm gonna click on this mask layer and then I will press Ctrl L, so it will allow me to change the setting of. I'm not gonna add crazy level. I will say this is enough. I will click on OK, and then I will click on mask again and mask refine option, and some remaining part that I forget to add, click on OK. And right now we are seeing bit more details into that part too. So I will say this is enough, because, and then we can match this background to background layer. For that you need to click on the bottom layer and then click on some levels. First of all, increase or decrease the level, so it will give you better idea of matching both images and merging them into each other. And I think more brighter version is more good. Then you can click on this layer and make a duplicate of it by just grabbing into the new layer section, and then go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur, and add some Gaussian blur to this, because right now we are in a situation like the background is far away and she is more in a prominent situation, so we can't take risk, so we must have background in more blurry form. The next thing that you can do, press hue and saturation from having color tools option by clicking on the hue and saturation, and increase the background color or decrease. So it will give you better idea that either you are going to increase it for mixing and matching, or you have to decrease for getting it more realistic look and matching to the foreground. Or you can change even the background colors if you want to. So I think near to me this background, this bluish version is giving me more good feel. And if we don't go into very crazy version, then we can't fully make it black, so we need to go a bit for the higher version like this, or we can increase some values to maybe at 40%, and we can also change some color to the bluish version, or maybe This version also you can add, so it will give you some more dash look. After that you can click on her mask and then go to hue and saturation, and now try her to match the background as much as you can. For that you having the same option, are you going to increase it or decrease it to 23%, and I'm gonna decrease colors, more lighter version, and I can also change skin tone and overall image color. For the second colors you can click on mask by pressing Ctrl button. So it will allow you to mix and match into more blending version with the background. So I think this is giving me some more natural looking background. And after these layers you can go for color balance for the final CC, so it will give overall different look to this image. So I will say it must be more brighter tone like this, and then we can play with highlights. I think in highlights I will go with this side and then to different another side, and for cyan this is good, and then we will go for shadows, and in shadows we are having more reddish version or more darker version. I think it will give us more good look if I will decrease this, and in magenta I must have somewhere +3, and in red and cyan I must have 0.8 or 8 plus. Then I will go to gradient and add some light reflection maybe if you want to add, and for the light color I will choose yellowish version and OK, and then select some different blending modes, depends on what you are looking for. I am gonna having this but in a lighter version, so it will give some lightish different version. More and more layers top of each other, so you will having different and different look, and it will give you more merging situation. So after that I will go to exposure. I will make this image more into darker version or maybe more into brighter side, so it's up to you what you are looking for. For my perspective, what I am looking for and what I am seeing better from my eye perspective and my point of view, then I am satisfying on that level, and it's up to you if you are looking some kind of different results, so you can achieve that results very easily. And then I will go to hue and saturation and I will increase or maybe decrease the color. Actually right now the exposure is not giving me the correct feel, and I must say gradient is also not giving me the correct feel. So maybe I should choose another gradient part which will maybe give more feel. I think this one is giving me more good feel, but not at 46 level, at 27 level. That's great. So I think this gradient feel must be coming from this side, because in this side she is having some blurry background and all that. Yes, that's true. And then exposure, I'm not gonna on the exposure, but I will go to hue and saturation, and if I will increase this or decrease this, so I will have different results. But for me this is looking good to me, so I'm not gonna do some more different exposure and things. So if I go back and give you an example that where we started from, then you will have better idea. So let me show you. This was the background, actually not this was the background, then we made it blur, and then after making it blur we added Katrina Kaif layer which was in this color, and then we added some hue and saturation to the background and some levels. Otherwise background was this hue and saturation, and then for mixing as much as we can. And after that we added for Katrina Kaif a bit lighter tone in colors, and then levels, and then color balance, and then gradient fill for side light, and then exposure if I want, but I'm not gonna make it on, then hue and saturation, and then levels. So I am not making these layers on, so I must have deleted them by grabbing them into recycle bin. I hope you will like this tutorial, and I am hoping you will subscribe my channel. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and make sure you hit the bell icon so you will have notifications every time I will upload new videos. Thank you guys, and Allah Hafiz.